Thank you, Jimi. Thank you for being our guest. Jimi Tenor is guest of TJF edition 2022.
Yeah.
So, the UMO Jazz Orchestra is a big organism. Which are the dynamics and the point of balance inside it?
When I was working on this album that we're going to perform today for the UMO, is I was thinking about the people who are in the band. You know, okay, the drummer is that, that's the baritone player, because I know them, so I know the limitations. And you know, Finnish people are certain kind of like bears or something. So you can't write for something that would be suitable for like a Latin big band. So I have to think about a little bit more, I don't know, heavy and I'll put some bluesy things there, because I like to play like blues stuff myself. I'm not like a, like very fast guy. Yeah.
One of your several musical encounters was the one with Tony Allen.
Yeah.
No? Which kind of experience has been?
With Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to play with Tony. It was great, and we also did many concerts with Uma and Tony, and because I said to Uma guys, well, I play with Tony, maybe we can invite him, and that was actually the first time he worked with a big band.
Yeah.
Ever. And then later on, because he was, I love this with the big horns, and I said, well, you have all the stuff from, the stuff like no accommodation in Lagos and things like that. I think would work, great with the big band. And I think later on he did in Paris. He did all his big stuff for big band as well. So that I felt like, I was responsible for something good in the universe. And with Tony, it's always fantastic to play. When he starts playing, you feel good immediately. I don't know what it is, but it's just some easygoing groove, and it's just fantastic.
It happens and it is good.
But of course, in the beginning when we met, we met in the studio, and we were supposed to start recording like straight away, and I had some demos, and he was like, who is this guy anyway? From his point of view, I'm a young kid from Scandinavia, and then I'm like, well, let's do this album. Then I knew he likes whiskey. I had brought like a nice whiskey, and that helped a little bit. And then we had some red wine and lunch and some jokes, and after that the ice was melted.
Good spirit, high spirit.
Yeah, I mean we never had any arguments or anything.
And did all your musical dreams come true, or
not? I think more things came true than I ever could dream, because I think all my passage here has been sort of like semi-accidental, I didn't have so many plans, and just like, let's see what happens, and I like accidents, so also when I make music, or if something sounds good, even though I wasn't planning on it, I immediately drop my old plan and start follow the new plan. And because I compose a lot with electronic equipment, I use like simple hardware like loopers and sequencers. So with those machines, it's quite easy to have unexpected results. You don't know what's going to happen, and you press that, and the whole thing is completely different. And then I tried to somehow transpose that to big band or whatever, the group I'm working with. So
solution, happiness comes by accident anyway.
Maybe, yeah.
Sometimes. And we are curious about the Finnish musical scene. Do you follow it, or?
I follow a little bit Finnish music scene, and of course there are some great things, but it's a very small country, and we have a handful of I mostly follow only the underground people. There's one guy, he makes music with plastic bottles and sticks, and it's a really great show. He's like a show guy almost, and but it's like this kind of meditative thing, but fantastic and things like that. But the mainstream music, Finland is really bad, but maybe it's everywhere.
Some point of excellence, some point of experimentations, but all the rest, and so and so. In several stages of your career, your music has been filled with technical and artistic innovation. What do you see innovation in music today?
Well, I'm curious about the artificial intelligence music. Now I have heard some, and so far it has sounded like Beatles or something because they put some man-made algorithms there, or they fed it like many pop songs, and it's just. But I'm really looking forward to the artificial intelligence music that they come up by themselves, that we don't give any information. Maybe my grandchildren will say, I hate that human music, don't play it anymore, I want only the artificial intelligence music. But of course maybe it's a sad moment for me, but I don't know.
Your sound is sometimes difficult to describe, no? And I think this is good. Well, and this is exactly your trademark, I think, off the beaten path. How would you describe it? How would you describe it?
I think, I could never concentrate that well on anything. So, and when I was a little bit younger, I wanted to do everything, make silk screen, take photos, make movies, and I did some of that stuff, but it was too much, of course. But now I concentrate almost totally on music. So just there's a lot of days in 1 year and in 10 years. So there's crazy amount of days. And I don't always feel the same, and I don't want to limit myself or censor my music that, it's not jazz or it's not electronic. I can't do this. Of course I can do it, if I feel like it. But of course it's a commercial suicide, but I can't eat more than one hamburger at one time. So it's enough for me if I get wine, food, I pay my rent, and that's enough.
Yeah, and then experiment and be glad to experiment.
Yeah, if you get more money, does it bring any happiness or more value to your life? I don't think so. Maybe you start worrying about your investments. Yeah.
Yes. Your sound is peculiar. You have feet in the past but head in the future, let's say. Which will be your next steps, in your opinion?
I've been making a lot of instruments on my own, and like this kind of primitive instruments, and I think I want to do more of that, and maybe combine it with my modular synthesizers, because that's fun stuff, and it's not too much pressure. To work with orchestras is always quite a lot of stress, and the electronic music is more just fun. But of course, it's great when you get results with the orchestra, because it's a massive sound, and then it's maybe, I think for the audience it's way better than to see some nerd on stage with the you don't even see, is he moving something or not? I'm not sure. Maybe he's just pressing play. I never do that, but like with the orchestra, you can see like 100 different things at the same time. Somebody has bad shoes and or some cool stuff. It's great.
Yeah. And we'll see a lot of doors open, a lot of possibilities. We will see what will come out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jimi. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.